And I am going to try to pin myself because I think that means that it's going to record me babbling. Okay, yeah. All right, so I'm going to talk about a few things. First of all, mat setup. Minimum 1 yoga mat. If you can put 2 yoga mats on top of each other, there's some rolling and jumping. That's nice to have more cushion. If you have puzzle mats, just at least 1 puzzle mat, or I've got a strip of 3 puzzle mats here together. Basically, you're going to be rolling around and jumping just for one part of the sequence, and it's really nice to have extra padding. So that's for the setup. So I'm labeling this as an advanced solar asana. And so what that means by definition for me is that your advanced practitioners and
said we should have puzzle mats.
Monday?
We said we should have puzzle mats.
Ah, see.
There's 2 more.
I'm going to mute you all for now. You're all muted. So being an advanced practitioner means you know how to listen to your body, you know how to assess risk, you know when to take a child's pose or a shavasana. So I'm not going to be watching your practice. I'm going to be watching my board and trying to keep the train moving forward. So you're on your own for when you dive in and dive out of the practice. If you wake up tomorrow morning and you're in more pain than you are now, you did the sequence wrong. It's okay to be sore, but it's not okay to be injured from doing yoga. Yoga is a practice that should make you feel more whole, more connected. And it's also there to point out weaknesses and to point out strengths. So whatever you have in your body that's weak, it might be physical strength, it might be certain flexibility that you're weak in. The sequence is there to shine the light on those things. So over time, should you decide to become a more balanced yogi, you can dedicate to certain poses that you need to increase the flexibility or certain strengthening exercises that you need to become a more embodied acrobat. So a few more things. I'm hoping that you can increase your strength, flexibility, and the efficiency of your technique. Efficiency is really the thing. So if you get done with the sequence and you're in a pile of sweat and you can't even breathe, you're using willpower versus efficiency. So you want to learn how to be more efficient. This should increase your vitality, should increase the intelligence of how you assess risk. So how high are you going into these inversions? How hard are you going in the presses? It should increase your sensitivity in your fingers and your feet. So when you're doing standing poses, listen to what your feet are doing and that will teach your fingers. Also power lines, down dog push-ups, the ability to exert force in a very clear direction. How to use your tuck, pike, and straddle, how to use straight, arch, and hollow. So those are really the 6 most important shapes in acrobatics, and you'll see many variations of that throughout the sequence. Your breath awareness. So not only the timing of your breath, the depth of your breath, the places in your body where you're breathing. I've thrown in some Qigong poses that will be very chill. It's like the calm before the storm or in the middle of the storm. And these are moments for you to check back into your breath. And ideally, when you're doing any pose, you have some awareness of breath. And if you're balancing a 1-arm handstand, maybe you don't know how to breathe really well on the first couple of attempts, but over time, you never lose the breath awareness. Satoricito bonito, bienvenido. Brazil. Okay. Also, the contrast between static and dynamic. So there's tuck jumps to handstand, and there's also just a handstand. So being able to be subtle enough to be static and using that static intelligence to be able to be dynamic. This is one of the biggest changes that I think is going to happen. These are all theories in the Solar Asana. So Team Delhi, you're the only 2 that are in a couple. Oh no, there's another couple. Who's the other couple? Is it Sophia? Is Jesus contigo? Well, basically, we got another monkey. Here we go. In the Solar Asana, the advanced version, what I think would make sense is anytime we do inversions, people that can do the inversion without spotting, They do the inversion. People that can't do it, they watch. So they see the demo. Oh, that's how I do it. Then after the person that does it that doesn't need a spotter, they can spot the other person. So basically every time we get to an inversion, I'm going to do the demo. You guys are going to watch, and then you're going to attempt whatever version of that inversion makes sense. So hopefully that makes sense. What I'm doing is I'm starting to break out of the solar asana paradigm as a solo practice and let it become a partner practice every time we do inversions, because a huge part of acrobatics is learning how to coach and spot. So hopefully that resonates with you. You all can pretend you have me spotting you if you don't have anyone there, and I'll say tighter, and I'll say stronger, and I'll say good job in all the ways. Okay. The last two things I want to talk about and teach now, one is super simple. It's called Jiva Bandha. So stick out your tongue. I want to see everyone. Very advanced, okay? Now, Jiva Bandha is where the tongue touches at the top of the incisor teeth and the roof of the mouth. And you're not pushing hard. This is an energetic connection. This comes from Shadow Yoga. This comes from Qigong. Basically, you have a microcosmic orbit, whether you know about it or not. And the tongue connects the whole yin line of the front of your body. So you have a yang line in the back and you have a yin line in the front. Jiva Bandha, every time I'm doing asana, almost every time, this is where my tongue is. So that's one thing. The other thing is Uddiyana Bandha. So Uddiyana Bandha is a very simple and infinitely complex practice. I'm going to show you a couple things. Mucha ropa, mucha ropa. Okay. So every asana I do, almost every asana, I will use Uddiyana Bandha. So you can do this with me, nothing intense. Take a full deep inhale, a full deep exhale. When you're out of air, relax the belly and then pull it back. Belly button towards the bowl of the sacrum. So every asana, you have that possibility to play with your bandha. That's all I got for my list. I am actually going to unmute you all. How do I do that? I'm smart. I can do this. Mute all. Currently all. Ask them to unmute. Okay. Yeah. Still working out the technology. So this way, if you're lost, if you're confused, just yell, Jason, and I'll jump out. This is, I'm hoping that it will be relatively smooth, but I'm expecting that there's going to be some bumps along the way because I don't even know the sequence, but we're about to dance. My guess is this will be about an hour-long practice. So if any of you need to leave before, totally fine. I'm going to get a little more caffeine. Mm-hmm. Are there any questions?
Not yet.
Hola.
Caruso.
I'm all right.
Y'all see me okay? Let's open it together and bring your hands into prayer. In this version of Namaskar Mudra, look down at the hands. And this is a moment to cultivate your gratitude and your humility. So specifically think about something you're grateful for. And physically, by looking down at the hands, this helps to bring more humility. Feel your feet. Feel your breath. Feel your excitement to move and your contentment to stay in a still place. Let the fingers point directly forward as you lift the gaze up. So my hands are facing forward now. And this is a mudra of service, of offering. So all the goodness that you have, all the intelligence, all the power, this can serve your community. This can serve your friends. So just feel what it's like to have your intention and energy go out. And then cross up the thumbs and come to this lung mudra. So the palms are touching the chest. And this is a mudra of just, it's like a self hug. It's protection. Lung chi deals with grief, sadness. So this is a warm blanket to start the practice. Yoga is a physical practice, an emotional practice, a spiritual practice. So you can touch all of these pieces. Switch around to the other side. And just feel how intelligent, how communicative, how powerful, and how soft your hands can be. So Solar Asana sequence is improved by the wisdom that you have in your hands, not just the power. Let the hands come out. Imagine you're hugging a tree and let your toes go heel, toe. So you bring your feet apart with those two actions. Bend the knees. So we're going to start by something called the lung pump. As you inhale, the arms come out to the side, and it's a slow inhale and it's super deep. And as you exhale, you let the hands come towards one another. Keep that slight bend in the knees. As you inhale, anatomically, you're spreading your chest. Your shoulder blades are coming together. You're drawing in, and the hands come back quite a bit. As you exhale, you're letting go of stress, anxiety, grief, drama. And as you inhale, you're collecting white light. This can be a really beautiful thing to visualize the types and the qualities of energy. As you exhale, it's like evaporation. It's letting go. One more deep breath. Let the palms come down. Take a deep breath, bring the hands up to the rib cage, and as you exhale, push down the outer edge of your legs. This is your yang channel. Out through the pinky toes with the palms. Inhale up the inner edge of the legs, backs of the hands together. This is still an inhale, and then an exhale again. So this is your yang channel, IT band, gallbladder, pushing all the way out through the pinky toes, and then inhaling up. As you inhale up, this is golden light. So this is earth energy. And as you exhale, all the stagnation from sleeping, all kinds of stupid activities that we always end up doing, you're clearing it. You're letting it go into the earth. And as you inhale, you're drawing up golden light energy and being joyful with the fact that you can touch your own body. One foot behind you, ankle circles. We're going to do the number 10. We might have different paces. And here, the femur is what's driving this motion. Other direction. And the toes pointed and the foot behind you. Other foot. So you're saying hello to each individual member of your body. You're learning how to be skillful about making circles, change directions. So before we do really complex movements, we've got to give individual attention to each area of the body. Neck circles. So this is an easy one to go too big in the magnitude. So find the right magnitude that your neck is like, yes, that feels great. When I did this yesterday, there's one part right here in the circle that's a little clicky, crunchy. So I know when I get there, I just don't go as far. I'm not trying to push through my obstacles. I'm finding them, blessing them with patience. Other direction. And actually, that thing that was there yesterday is not there anymore. So I can do a full circle today. Okay, shoulders. So go a little slower than normal and try to go with a bigger circle. It's quite possible that there's little parts of your shoulder circle that there are cobwebs. There's some crazy little spider living in your shoulder. You want to clear it all out. Halloween's coming. Get the spiders out of your body. Put them up at your door. Forward now. And let the forearms and the palms be super heavy, like they're weights. No activation in those muscles. Interlace the grip. Circles. Fast. Rubbing the forearms together. Super fast. Creating fire. If I turn my body, that's for you guys to see different angles, other direction. You can always move the way you're facing depending on your space. Okie dokie. Twists. So I learned a good cue from one of my Qigong teachers. They said, if you want to make it more sharp, give it a little quick hip thrust at the end. So this is just showing you that the arm striking is not from the arms, it's from the hips, which really means it's from the feet. So you can start connecting how important it is to be rooted through the feet, feel your power, and to be more like a martial artist. Okay, hip circles. Keep the feet soft and pour the weight equally on all four corners of the feet. The amplitude, the magnitude of the circle, it depends on how your body feels. Other direction. Some of you, probably not you, but some people would think, this shit is so boring. I want to get to the handstands. Why are you doing this shit? If I'm about to go climb Mount Everest, I want to make sure I have everything in my backpack. I want to have water. I want to have medical supplies. I want to have GPS. I want to have so many different things. So to me, doing these joints, it's putting different tools in your backpack. It's getting ready for a big hike. And if I want to do the Solar Asana really strong, other direction, I want to make sure each part of my body has had the blessing of my attention, because some of these movements are going to be very big. Okay, those be the joints. Now we're going to warm up the forearm muscles and the calf muscles. So we'll start with flashlights. Arms forward. Let's do 12. Out and in, fast, strong. Arms out. Full extension. Behind you. Faster, stronger. Arms up. Interlace your grip, palms up, feet together, 20 calf raises. So now we're going from the fingers and the toes, warming up the muscles. Full extension, you can do it with a bit of speed. Doesn't have to be too fast, but it's not too slow. It's strong. Reach up tall, 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 tall. Interlace your finger, Kali Mudra. So index finger pointing up, thumbs crossed, palms are glued together. Take a deep breath. Side bend for 3 breaths. So this is a yang pose. This is strong in the hands. It's strong in the legs. Feel where your weight is forward and back. Find the center of your foot. Just because it's yang doesn't mean you push to your biggest depth. Find an area of the stretch that you can breathe into. Inhale, come up. Second side. So common to go right into 4th gear or 5th gear in your yoga practice. Right now we're in 2nd gear. All the joint warm-ups and the Qigong, that was 1st gear. Now we're getting to a little bit more intensity. Inhale, come up, arms out. From the original Solar Asana, cactus, inhaling, exhaling, palms together. It's a straight line between the arms, hollow. Inhale, arch, exhale, palms together, thumb at the middle of the chest, looking down. One more time, inhale, exhale. Big, strong push with the hands, squeeze the butt. Hollow means it's something that would hold water, so your hips aren't forward. Hips are back, hands on the thighs now. Ribs in a lot. Super strong body Inhale, arms come up. Now you're gonna pretend you're doing a handstand. So the hands are gonna be flexed, you're gonna be looking up at your fingers, you're gonna be reaching tall on the shoulders, feet together, squeeze everything. The easiest handstand of your life, even go up on your tippy toes. Up on your tippy toes, take a deep breath. And exhale, bring the arms down. Toe, heel, perfect. Now we're gonna do 3 pulling down heaven. So this is actually in the lunar asana, the old lunar asana. This comes from, again, Qigong. So you're gonna turn the palms open, take a deep breath, and imagine your fingers are growing into the earth. As soon as you come to the horizon, we're coming up towards the sky. Sky energy is white light. Drawing in the white light. As you exhale, bend the elbows. From the top of the head, through all the molecules in the body, you're receiving this molecular bath of light. Palms turn open, inhale, pull up the gold energy through the earth, all the way up. Find the white light energy, and as you exhale, imagine this light, this energy, this awareness is penetrating your body. Also, don't forget to do the Uddiyana Bandha at the bottom. So relax the belly and then pull the bandha back. One more time. Inhale up. These visualizations help keep us in our practice. We're not thinking about our taxes or the argument we had with our girlfriend or boyfriend. We're just playing with light, energy, breath. When you're out of air, relax the belly, pull the bandha back. The slower you breathe and the slower you move, the better in Qigong. That's one of the biggest benefits I've received from that practice is just slowing the fuck down and doing a lot less and doing it better. More subtle awareness. This time, bend the knees and you're gonna come to a position here. So I'm gonna describe it a little bit. What you wanna do is you wanna bend the knees a lot, arms are straight, so everything is hanging, your organs are hanging. So just keep watching for a second. So here I am, when I'm out of breath, I relax my belly and I pull the bandha back. You can also play with nali. You see that? We're gonna do that 3 times. Go ahead and let's restart together. Take a deep inhale, bring the arms up. As you exhale, bend the knees and the elbows, arms straight, look at your belly, relax it, and then start doing nali or Uddiyana Bandha. Inhale up. Slow, deep breath. Exhaling. Last one, I'm gonna turn on more lights here. Y'all keep doing your practice. There we go. I don't like it for my eyes, but I like it for you to be able to see. This is the last one. Your organs are thanking you right now. Nali practice is one of the best things for your overall organ health. Wow, that shit is bright. Hang on. Okay, chicos, we got done with the pulling down heavens, the Nali. Now we're gonna do some sunnies, as they call it in down under. Sun salutation A and B. So everyone might have a little bit of a different version of this. So I'm gonna lead you through what I do. Go ahead and come to the top of the mat, feet together. Take a deep breath. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, bow forward. Inhale, look up. Exhale, come down. Into Uttanasana. Inhale, right knee back. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, lazy way back to down dog. Inhale, right foot forward, look up. Exhale, step the feet together, forward bend. Inhale, come up. Exhale, hands at prayer. I'm gonna slow it down a little bit deeper breath. Take a deep breath, inhale. Exhale, bow forward. Inhale, look up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, step the right knee back, look up. Exhale, lower down, chaturanga. Inhale, lazy up dog. Exhale, push back, down dog. Inhale, right foot forward, look up. Exhale, Uttanasana, forward fold. Inhale, come up. Exhale, hands in prayer. So now we're going to go with a B. Inhale, Utkatasana. Exhale, Uttanasana. Inhale, look up, preparing. Exhale, jump back, lower down, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, right foot forward, warrior one. Look up. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, left foot forward, heel down, warrior one. Deep breath. Cultivating your energy and your awareness. Lowering down. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, just watch me for a second. So once we get to the down dog, you're going to take a couple of breaths, and then you're going to do some jumping. So just check it out. I'm looking at my feet, and I'm looking at the mechanics of how I jump and point my toes and land. So I'm not jumping so hard that I'm going to fall. I just want to work that jump, and it's specifically a toe point. So go ahead and come into a down dog. Take a few breaths there. I'm going to take some mate. So before you do any jumping, look at your hands and make sure they're set up shoulder width. Make sure the fingers are turned on, the elbows are straight. Now look at your feet and do, let's say, 7 jumps. Your first couple of jumps are small, and then they can start going a little bit stronger. Awesome. On your last one, jump forward to Uttanasana, and then come back to Utkatasana. Awkward pose, feet are together, heels together. Interlace the grip, Kali Mudra, and take a back bend. 3 breaths here. Palms squeezing together. Next inhale brings you up to vertical. Exhale forward. So this is going to be a Bikram forward bend. So the way Bikram teaches it is you bend the knees, bring the chest to the thighs, reach behind and grab the heels with the fingertips. And you're going to be pulling actively as you slowly straighten your legs. But the chest stays on the thighs. A little known fact, first yoga teacher training Bikram for 10 weeks. So I got to know his practice.
Is this wrapping the heels?
You pull it up.
Heels.
Yep. Pull it on the heels. Okay, and then you're going to come down to a table. From the table, we'll go through some healthy exercises. Inhale, bend the elbows a little bit. Exhale, straighten. Do this a few times. This is the only time in the sequence that we play with elbow alignment. I'm going to assume that you all know how to keep your arms straight. From there, it's plange and open. So as you inhale, shoulders forward. Exhale, shoulders behind the hands. So look at what it looks like when you plange and also what it feels like in your hands when you plange and open. Then you can go into cat-cow, which is basically arching and hollowing. This can be therapeutic, so you can go side bends, circles, listen to your body. Stretch all the things. Okay, I want you to watch this sequence, because once you're in it, you're going to be in it, and it's going to create a little fire. So, tilt this down a tiny bit. Check it out. You're going to start in a forearm plank. First thing you're doing is pointing and flexing the feet so you can plange and open. You're doing this so you can feel where vertical is. After you do that a few times, arch and hollow. This you know. The new thing is find straight, less extension, more extension. Less, more. And the last thing is mono, taking the opposite foot. You're gonna do that in forearm and plank, and you're gonna hate it. I mean, love it. Come into a forearm stand. I'm gonna watch you do it. I don't have to do it. Okay, so forearm plank. Inhale, planche. Exhale, open. Inhale, planche. Exhale, open. Last time. Inhale, planche. Exhale, open. Find vertical with the arm bone. Look up and arch as you inhale. Hollow and push down as you exhale. So as you inhale, you're relaxing the shoulders and arching. Exhale, hollow. One more time. Inhale, arch. Exhale, hollow. Find straight. Start with less extension. And then as you exhale, more extension. Inhale, relax the shoulders. Keep the body straight. Exhale, push. Last time. Exhale, inhale. Now try mono. So maybe you just lift one hand up. Maybe you lift the opposite foot up. Play with mono. Figure out how much squeezing you need for a mono to work. And sensitivity. Try the second side. I'm not getting tired. Come on, keep going. You're just getting started, peoples. Okay, come to plank. I love plank. Feet together. As you inhale, come forward, planche. Exhale, open the shoulders. Inhale, look at what it looks like. Exhale, feel exactly what's happening in your hand. One more time. Inhale, forward, planche. Exhale, come back. From here, as you look up, you arch, inhale. As you exhale, turtle shell, push down. Two more. Inhale, arch. Exhale, hollow. You're almost there. Inhale, arch. Exhale, hollow. Now keep the body straight. You're almost there. As you inhale, relax the shoulders. As you exhale, push down. Don't move the body. Just the shoulders. Inhale, relax the shoulders. Exhale, mo extension. One more time. Inhale, relax. Exhale, mo extension. And one arm. Lift one arm up. See if you can put that arm by your ear. Really extend it up a lot. If you can lift up the back foot, bonus. Transition, second side. You love it. Love it. You're almost there. You love it. Okay, come down. Yay. Okay. So I'm going to show you the whole next sequence. This is the first time that I'm trying to teach acro yogis how to jump. So just watch the whole sequence and then we'll see if there are any questions. This is where if you had puzzle mats, you would use them. I have a ceiling here, so I'm not going to be jumping with my arms all the way up. But if you don't have a ceiling, you'll jump, or if your ceiling's high, you'll jump harder. Okay. Stand up. Jump up. Tuck jump. 180. 180 the other way. 360. 360 the other way. Your turn. I'll try to talk you through it. So let's go,
Yeah.
go together. And then we're gonna land on our feet on 3, 2, 1, and then roll back to a shoulder stand and just stand up onto your feet. Don't use your hands, use your roll. Yes, roll back again. Now it's a straight jump. After a straight jump, roll back again and it's a tuck jump. After the tuck jump, roll back again, jump half turn one way. As soon as you land and have control, jump and turn the opposite way. So you got to go both directions. Huh?
I got confused already.
Okay, then 360s. Remember, you have two different sides. Try them both. Satoricito, muy bien, tus mortales. Excelente. No manches. Okay.
Yes.
All right, and then come down to a butterfly, an open butterfly. And you're just
Like
gonna,
the one initially.
And let your feet be very far open for a butterfly. And just take 3 breaths here. Pull the feet in, nice and close. Hold the ankles and flap your butterfly wings. Flapping. And then by holding the ankles, use your elbows to push the thighs down a bit and take another forward bend. High chops on the legs. Thank you, legs. Jumping's fun. I really like you, legs. Keep working for a long time, please. And then come into a pike and use percussion on the outside and top. So a good quote I heard from my Qigong teacher, he says, sickness comes in through the mouth and age comes through the legs. So watch what you eat. And if your legs are strong, you don't age as fast. Take a forward bend. I love my legs. You're so cool. I like my right leg as much as my left. So this isn't a hardcore stretch. This is still just getting, this is maybe second, maybe third gear now. Now after all the jumping, we're using that heat to open up our bodies. Do a straddle. We'll take a side bend. Other side. Just 3 breaths. Forward bend, come in front. This is the flexibility you need for easy press handstands. Okay, and then also for press handstands, what you need is active flexibility. So this is to train you in strength that many people don't even know exists. Palms flat. Let's go 7 leg beats. 1, 2, 3. Palms flat. And when you get done with that, percuss the muscles that are screaming at you. There's definitely a few of them.
Yeah, I like this one too.
Go ahead and just watch this. It's going to be 3 hollow body rocks, 3 tuck ups, hollow body rocks, 3 V ups, hollow body rocks, straddle ups. So check it out. Hollow pike to start. Go back. 1, 2, 3. 3 tuck ups. Back to rocks. Yips. Back to rocks. Straddle.
Jesus. Did you see that guy?
Give that a try. Start in a hollow pike. We'll start all together. Look at your toes, arms are forward, take a deep breath. As you exhale, roll back, hollow body rock 3 times. If any of you have lower back pain, you can do tuck rocks. Then you're gonna do tuck ups, 3 of them, fast. Hollow tuck, faster. Tighter tucks, tighter tucks. Good, back to hollow body rocks. Keep looking at the toes, keep the arms up strong. And V-ups. Again, if you have lower back pain, you can stay with the tuck variation. Keep the legs strong, keep looking at the toes. Bigger range of motion, feet lower, arms extended. Back to the rocks. And then straddle. All right, and then come up to a shoulder stand and roll up your feet, Uttanasana. Uttanasana with a Padangusthasana variation. So grab onto your big toes with both feet. Feet can be hip width apart. 3 breaths here.
Back up.
Inhale, come up. All right. So we're going to go into a standing sequence of Padangusthasana. But here you want to have firm ground. If you have puzzle mats, you want to be standing on something firm. I'm going to do it facing forward. You can position however you like. First position with the right foot, holding the right big toe, left hand on the thigh. Lift the leg up as much as you can. So I'm using my bicep strength. These are all going to be 3 breaths. Come out to the side. Bring your left arm up. This helps to stretch the psoas. Still pulling with that bicep strength. And see how high you can hold the leg with just your leg strength. Come into a tree. Thank God. Come back to your humility pose. And then hold the outer edge of the foot and take a twisted Padangusthasana. So now you're looking towards your right thumb. Keep your standing leg strong. Remember, the sensitivity in your feet teaches you how to do a one-arm handstand. What is your foot doing right now? Come back around and hold the foot up. Bring the arms up. 3 breaths. Let the leg come down. Those are fast 3 breaths. I'm being very gentle with you. Hand on the thigh, second side. For some of you, this is your fun side. I don't believe in good sides and bad sides. I call them fun sides. So my fun side has more unexpected gifts. How do you feel in your body right now? Are you jealous? Are you happy? Are you grounded in where you are and who you are? Tree. Thank God for tree. Thank God for humility. Thank God for easy poses to help us feel the subtle things. Thank God for the hard poses that challenge us to find deeper gems, deeper obstacles. Keep your standing legs strong. Root through the inner edge of the foot, just like when you do handstands, the naughty knuckle. Same practice, different set of muscles and bones. Come back forward, arms are up. Fun side, point the toe. Should look like an L. Body should look like an L. And then come down, I believe it's percussion. Must be percussion. But outer lines, inner lines. Thank yourself, you've been naughty, obviously. And then take the backs of the fists to the lower back. Warm up the lower back. Touch the sacrum. Use this dynamic energy to make the body feel good. Okie dokie. How are we doing, team? All good?
Yeah. Good. Woo.
We're gonna go on. Bend one knee. Let's actually do it all together. So the right knee bends. You're gonna take a standing thigh stretch. And then see if you can interlace your grip. If you can't interlace your grip, just grab on with both hands. And you're gonna play with the dancer. The dancer is opening up the psoas, the arms, the chest. And then you're gonna slowly come down. One of your hands naturally will want to come towards the ground. That'll be your left hand. And see if you can let your knee come up towards the ceiling. You can also play with kicking the foot away. Then bring the hand down so you're in a very narrow down dog and take a side bend. Oh, I love this pose. You're letting the leg take you into the side bend. 2 more breaths there. Then come into wild thing. So it's a bridge variation.
I love that.
Look out your hand and know that you're training a one-arm handstand right now. Look down at the knuckle and see if you can bring the shoulder forward, side, outside. Come back around to a down dog. And then bring your left hand under your left heel and come into a mono dog. Again, this is one-arm handstand training.
Right. How did this happen?
Into a plank on the left hand, Asana. Tree variation, look down at your arm and play with subtleties of your shoulder coming forward, coming right, coming left. Keep the hips up. Okay, and then come back to center. You're gonna come to a Titibasana. So I'll just do a quick demo. Get the tricep under the thighs. And then try to find this pose. And then find your way to Uttanasana. Hopefully you'll have more success than me. So play with Titibasana to Uttanasana. Might need a little momentum. You might need a little bit of spiritual luck. I believe in spiritual. You got it, right? Okay. Wherever you are, find a way to Uttanasana. Nice, Gabby. Cool. From Uttanasana, you can just raise your shins and your legs up as you stand up.
Yes.
And then you bend the left knee.
Almost there.
High stretch. Center.
Yeah.
You can just take the dancer down as long as you can without releasing the hands. I needed to because I lost my balance. I forgot a pose. I forgive myself. Okay. Hands down, kind of a narrow down dog, like a Chihuahua side bend. Wild thing. Come back to down dog. Right hand under right heel, left leg up. Come into a plank. Vasisthasana, I believe on the right arm. I'm still figuring out which arm, all the little details. But this whole sequence is teaching you how to feel support with one arm. Alrighty, come back to an Uttanasana for a few breaths. Go ahead and come back up. So I forgot a couple of things, but you don't know because it's a new sequence. So one of the things that I forgot is this cool little sequence. Let me show it to you first and then you can try it. So I'm gonna be in a half lotus. You can just watch this. Bound half lotus, forward bend. And then come to Galavasana. So I need to bring the foot lower, the shin lands on the arms. I'm here. And then I come into the dog. So just try those two things. Try a bound half lotus forward bend, Galavasana, and then the three-legged dog. So we're getting you warmed up for pigeon, getting your lotus warmed up as well.
Bring the knee down.
Go ahead and try the second side if you haven't. Okie dokie. So we're gonna move now to upper body opening and upper body strengthening. So hopefully you had enough time on your legs. We want to bring you into your arms. So we will start with an Utkatasana. Utkatasana side bend. Doesn't matter which side. Try to imagine your knees drawing in towards each other and your spine telescoping forward. Straight line between both elbows, strengthen the hands. Inhale, come through Utkatasana, arms up for a moment. Exhale, try to position the tricep outside the knee. Back to Utkatasana. Stand. Toe heel the feet apart. Bend the knees a little bit. So we did lung pump at the beginning. Now we're going to do heart pump. So this is bringing awareness and energy into the chest. So bring the arms out. Take a deep inhale and a deep exhale. On the next inhale, slowly draw the hands in towards each other. The fingertips actually come towards the sternum. They don't quite touch. And then as you exhale, you open up. I'm going to do this 5 times. Inhale, draw the palms in. Imagine that you're drawing all of the good things. Kittens, puppies, rainbows, chocolate, mate. Exhale, letting go of anxiety, letting go of fear, letting go of drama. Inhale. The color of the light is red and pink. So it's also nice to do it with the eyes closed and really get into the visualization of the color of the energy. I'm definitely turning into a certified hippie. It's real. I have a teacher training in being a hippie. From here, imagine you have 2 walls next to you and you're going to push them away as you straighten your legs. Bring the feet together and keep this very, very strong, long energy. So my elbows are straight, fingers are flexed as much as possible. I'm pushing. And you're going to breathe here for 3 very slow breaths. Let's make that 5 breaths. 3 is not enough. Feel the spread of the fingers just like you do in handstands. Step your right foot forward, step your left foot behind, cross the arms and come into eagle. So I'm on my back heel, my front foot is grounded, and the elbows are the height of my heart. 5 breaths here. Working your bandha. Inhale, exhale. Relax the belly and then pull the bandha in. If you have any knee issues, you can just take the legs out of this and just work the arms. Sit in a hero pose. You can also be not so low. This is a fiery pose, and what it does, it diagnoses the flexibility in your joints. See if you can bring the spine a little bit more over that back foot. Keep some tension in the fingers as you release. Flex the hands back. Forward, right foot back. Get the knee, other side of the leg, side. Elbows are the height of the heart, fingers are pointing up. Any variation that you need to be in harmony with where your body is right now. Release with integrity. All right, chicos, you're gonna watch this and then you'll play with it either with a spotter, if you have one, or make variations. So this is crow to headstand, tripod headstand, and it's gonna be tuck press, straddle press, pike press. If your neck is sensitive, you could just skip the crow to headstand and just go into headstand. So this is what it will look like possibly. And this is what it would be like in a class when we have classes again. The people that can do this without a spot, they do it. So the people that need spotting get to see it once. And then when I come down, I can spot somebody in the room that needs help. This is a wide hand placement, knees on the triceps. feet together. Slowly come down. Tuck press. A lot of people in the acro world, they press too slow. You can come down slow, but you want to come up with some enthusiasm. Yeah? Just one of each. So it's not about doing high reps. It's about being super clean. So if you need to spot each other in Delhi, you can spot each other. If crow to headstand, you can just do. If you're still in a headstand and you're finishing the presses, you can from the headstand come back to crow. Either way, next 10 seconds, find some way to get into crow. Once we're in the crow together, take a deep breath. On the exhale, push back. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, push back, downward facing dog. Take a few breaths there in your down dog. Reset, come to plank, bring the feet together, and then do 7 shoulder taps. This is the tightness drill before we do the push-up. Strong and fast, 7 times. All the way down to your belly, come down. This is gonna be your first set of push-ups. Personally, I've been doing knee push-ups with jumps. So whatever variation you wanna do, make it not your hardest variation. Let's pick the number 7. 7 best, fastest, amazingest push-ups you can do. On your mark, set, go. 7 of them, strong, fast, full extension, full extension. Arms straighter over there, Arjun. See you, Arjun. Those arms straight. There we go. That's great.
You can just do it with your knees.
Done. Come into hero pose. Cross one arm over the other. Get arm stretch. More advanced students, put the hat on and make an elephant stretch. Elephant stretch.
I know how to do that one.
Okie dokie. So we're going to go into another round of push-up. When you're done with the push-up, we're going to come back to best. Get ready for the second round of push-ups. 7 is the number. Maybe you do a more advanced variation. Maybe you do the same. On your mark, get set, go. 7 push-ups. Bring the right foot forward, pigeon. So this is pigeon with the forward bend. If you have more flexibility, your foot's more forward. If you have less, your foot's more back. Find a level that you can breathe into. Find your way back into a downward facing dog. From the down dog, walk your feet in a third of the distance. Any guesses what's happening next? Down dog push-ups. You are correct. 7 down dog push-ups. Strong and fast. Oh shit, you didn't do your side pigeon, did you? Oops. No. Okay. Go ahead and come down, bring your left foot forward, second side pigeon. So next time I teach you, both sides, forward bend, and then both sides back bend. It's a work in progress. Thanks for playing. Okay, find your way back into a downward facing dog. Second set of down dog push-ups. So you can possibly lift one leg up. You could keep both feet down and do some jumps. Lots of possible variations. Find that activation and the technique. Remember, we're building efficient technique as much as we're building muscles. And then go ahead and come down when you're done, and we'll go into cow face. So the knees are on top of each other, feet are out to the side. Whatever leg is on top, that arm is on top. Yeah, did it right. So you probably feel that we're going from strength to flexibility in a lot of these. So we're building up heat, and then we're taking advantage of that heat by stretching the body. If this is easy for you, you can use your head to invite more of the stretch in the shoulder. If it's not easy for you, keep doing it. Release, fun transition, spin around, second side.
I don't know. We are overhearing a very uncomfortable conversation.
And release, come into hero pose. And you're just gonna bring your hands underneath the legs and give some traction. So this is finger traction, wrist traction. You can find different places. Before we do more inversions, we're just giving a little pit stops, refueling stations. So I'm bending my elbows and tractioning out to the side. And then you can come to monkey pose. This is a variation I've been playing with where I do two palms like this underneath my leg and then giving some compression, and I can also find some traction. So if I lean back, I'm tractioning again. So you got to scratch your own itch. This might be a calf massage more than anything else for you. So just play around with compression and traction. And you can move the hand down further. So right now, this is a hamstring massage for me. Feels really delicious there. It depends on what injuries you're working with, what is going to be delicious and where. Change sides. You can also do mono. You can do one instead of two. And this is one of the best things to do in the middle of your active training when you feel your wrists or your forearms are tired. This compression work is super. You can also do wrist circles. Okay, so now you're gonna watch the next demo and then you'll do it. So headstand to forearm stand with a split. Interlace headstand. Okay. I want to come to a split before I do the transition, and then extension. I push down, I look down. When I find this, I think it goes to Anahatasana. Yep. Boom. Notice that my legs look pretty like a ballerina. All of you men out there, ballerina is sexy. Women will like it. Point your toes. That's for you, Arjuna and Satori.
Kanika. But मैं ऐसे ही करूँगा तो साइड से कॉल
If it's easy with the split switches, go faster. If it's not easy, go slower. That's amplitude. Amplitude, G. Okay, wherever you are, come into Anahatasana. So thighs are vertical, arms are straight. This is the heart, shoulder.
No.
Not sure exactly when we started, but we're about at an hour. We'll probably go about another 20 minutes. Okay, watch. So the next game is handstand. You're going to be jumping in and pressing down. So this is that idea of dynamic and then pressing. So you're going to do kicking, tucking, straddling, and piking. This is what it looks like. I kick up, I press down. I kick up, and I press down. I jump up, and I press down. I jump up. You get the idea. So that's not easy for you. I'm assuming it's not going to be easy for you. You don't have to do all of them, but it's the idea of using dynamic power up and then control on the way down. Have fun. I'll pray for you.
Thank you. Yeah, okay, good.
Yeah.
So, that's a great idea. Okay. It's too bad. Okay.
Press.
Okay. You have time? I was trying. Yeah, that's what we have to do.
Go slow. Go down. Go. Yes.
Okay. So go ahead and take your last attempt for two.
Just press up.
Come in Padahasana, stepping on the hands.
I'm gonna do this touch.
And if you want to practice a one-arm handstand,
I didn't do this photo.
one-arm handstand, right? I'm standing on my one arm. At your interlace the grip behind the back, bring the arms up and over. Little bounces. Bounces. And then we'll do one round of straddle jumping jacks. Jump feet apart, jump feet together, land like a butterfly. One set of 5 jumps. Apart together, apart together. And then catch your ankles, Skandasana. Come on the left side, come to a low lunge. And then take a twist with the back leg straight. Go back to a goddess. Bring the hands to the lung mudra. Take a deep breath. As you exhale, side bend, forward bend, inhale for the back bend. Exhale for the side bend, forward bend, inhale, exhale. Change directions. Other direction, come to half kneeling first and get a nice twist. When you feel like everything's in the right place, lift the back leg. 3 breaths here.
Wasn't it low lunge?
Say again.
Wasn't it low lunge before?
So low lunge just to set you up for the twist. And then back.
Okay.
Come on back around to the other side. Now we're going to do low lunge at the whole hip opening. Bring the palm down far away from you. Turn your back foot to the side and come into a very lazy side bend. Bring the elbow down, the right elbow, bend the back knee, twist the thigh stretch. Lizard pose. Ardha Hanumanasana. Hanumanasana.
Yeah. That's nice. What's this guy? Oh, wait, yes. Yeah.
Come to frog pose. Any Sanskrit scholars know this. Bekasana is frog pose. This isn't called Bekasana. Bekasana is the thigh stretch. So what is this one called in Sanskrit? I'll look it up. Google knows.
Mandukasana.
Yeah.
Mandukasana. I thought when you sit back, that's Mandukasana.
No, this is Manduk.
Okay. So there's going to be a seated version of Mandukasana as well coming up. Thank you. Indian Council has chimed in. Go ahead and come on up. Switch to the right leg. Same sequence. Taking a lunge. And throughout all of these, take variations as you need. If you want more of a back bend, you can have the arms up, you can be pushing off the knee, lots of variations possible. This side bend is a newer pose for me. I really like this lazy way to get into this whole gallbladder line. Left forearm to the ground, grab the back foot, thigh stretch.
Yes, over front and forearm together.
Actually, it's the so
Lift
the
pose.
stretch.
Ardha Hanuman. Hanuman. Samukonasana, sama, same, kona, konasana, angle, same angle pose, center splits. Jongklot Bandha pose. Nice variation here, we'll be doing some push-ups. Takes a little weight off the legs, takes a little focus off your pain and suffering, and it makes you stronger. Okay. Find your way to my new favorite pose, seal pose. I learned this from Britta. It's a yin yoga pose. So take the hands forward and wide, and you can straighten your arms. And then from here, you can relax or extend. You can take little twists. So it's a very nice way. Hip flexors, upper back. And then come back to Mandukasana. As far as I know, Mandukasana, my shadow teachers taught me it this way. So Mandukasana, the way I know it, is toes pointed, sitting the butt between the heels, knees wide. This is going to be home base, and we're going to play with some peacock. So you can just watch me for the first one. Touching, elbows in the gut, palms down. Variation number 1, diamond with the legs. 2, straddle with the legs. 3, feet together. And then just come right back to Mandukasana. Play with a peacock. For you non-Spanish speakers, peacock in Spanish is royal turkey. Portugués también? También? Oh, you're muted, sorry. Oh, no, you're not. In Portugués, ¿cómo se fala? Patão. Okay, guapos. After the first try, you can try 2 more, and if you want to try mono, just check out the setup. So I want to teach acro yogis how to do croc by themselves. So 2 things. 1, get the elbow inside the hip bone. 3 things. 2, forearm has to be vertical. 3, arm is extended. So check it out. Get the elbow in a place, right place. This arm has got to be really energetic forward. And then same thing, diamond. Straddle. Feet together. This is a lot on your wrist, so proceed with caution. Go ahead and play with 2 more peacocks or crocs. If you've never done it before, step 1, you got to believe that you can do it. Step 2, you got to remember all the little things I just said. Vertical. Arm extended. Start with the diamond. Start with the knees and toes.
It's not happening.
It's not easy, but it's possible.
So, fine.
Because it's almost 2 a.m.
I'm still in.
I can feel it. I like that. Okay, we're gonna move on to a little bit of arm care, arm recovery. So just watch this for a second, see how it works. It's a Shalabhasana. So basically 1 arm is palm down, facing the floor. And then I want to learn how I can put my body weight on top of that arm and give it a massage. So there's going to be a choose your own adventure. If you don't feel anything, you've got to make some subtle adjustments. You got to move where your hip bone is. You got to pour more weight by bringing your opposite hip higher or lower. You can find these little micro tractions.
That's good. I love that.
Just about 3 or 4 breaths to explore how you can bring body weight to a straight arm and release some of the tension that you've created.
First thing, body weight on the arm relax करनी.
Second arm.
Oh.
Okay, chicos, when you finish that up, the next order of business is you're going to do 2 inversions. One is going to be a 1-minute hold, and the other is going to be pressing. So it's up to you. This is where it's going to turn into a choose-your-own adventure. Maybe you go up against a wall and do your belly against the wall 1-minute handstand. I'm going to keep on the time and figure out what variations you're going to do. For pressing, could be headstand presses. So this is a moment where everyone's going to be doing something different. I've got my clock. I'm going to start the 1 minute in 20 seconds. So you have 20 seconds to think about what you do. If you have a feet up, use feet up. You could do a free star.
It's 2 on a Saturday night.
Okay, going up in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Try to count your breath. Inhale, 1, 2, 3. Exhale, 1, 2, 3. Inhale, 1, 2, 3. Keep counting your breaths. Halfway there. If you come down and you're tired, take child's pose. If you come down and you want to go back up, go back up. "45 seconds coming right now." You have 15 seconds to go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Again. When you come up, let's just bounce for like 30 seconds. Bouncing. Shake your arms. Shake the hands. Shake the body. Go from very, very contained to wild and free. For time purposes, we're going to go right into the press. So if you are with a couple and you spotted each other, one of you is going to get a static, the other one's going to get a press. So it's 1 minute of press, whatever. Forearm stand presses, headstand. You can even do shoulder stand. So we'll start in about a second. Figure out what you're doing, where you're going.
So I guess it's
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Invert. When you're pressing, you're pushing into the floor as your primary focus. Activate the legs, hollow body. They're all ingredients in any press. Start from your foundation. Make sure you're strong in your push. Hollowing. Make sure that your ribs are going back, your belly's going in, and then activate the legs. Make sure they're strong. Halfway there. Try to go faster on the way up and slower on the way down. Activate those toes and legs. So it's getting critical over here. I ran out of hot water. More mate. I might slow down. 10 seconds. Okay, come down, take a child's pose. 3 breaths. Balasana means strength pose. So coming into these very simple, very powerful poses is how you refill your tank. So some of us have mate, other of us have child's pose. That dog, support dogs are real. That's real. Okay, we're gonna go into a back bending sequence. Come up to tie toes, feet flexed. We're gonna take camel for 3 breaths. Feel the energy of the legs driving the hips forward and a gentle hug in with the knees. More of a stretch. Bring your feet together.
they're 2 big guys. They're just all out.
Lower down, sit your butt to your heels, Sasangasana, rabbit. So we go from a big arch to a big hollow. You're gonna try to get your head towards your knees and lift the hips up. If once you're in the rounded position, your knees are not touching your head, you can gently walk the knees forward to close that gap. This is one of my hardest poses. So we all have imbalances. I need to round more in my life. Go ahead and come back up, lay down on your belly and come into bow, Dhanurasana. So catch the ankles with the hands. Let the strength of the legs lift the chest up. Same magnet in the knees. Knees are drawing together. So this is a shoulder opener, arm opener, chest opener. This is using your power to access your flexibility. Go ahead and lower down, bring your left forearm in front of you, your right hand behind you, Adv Solar Asana. This is half frog. So I guess Bekasana and Mandugasana are cousins. Maybe one's a frog and the other's a toad. So getting the thigh stretch, pushing the foot towards the floor. And these are all just 3 breaths, just touching these poses. Release that foot, switch the forearms. If you need more of a back bend, instead of your forearm, you could have a straight arm like a plank or like a cobra. Up to you. And your fingers should be pointing in the same direction as the toes in the Bekasana. Lower down, double Bekasana. This one, I struggle down big time. So see if you can get both of your hands positioned in the same direction as the toes. Knees in. And release into Supta Virasana. So sit your butt between your heels and back. So after years of L-basing, many people are super stiff in these areas. That's also one of the goals of the sequence, is to open up the imbalance from all the L-basing. Go ahead and release Asana, lay on your back. And here it's going to be choose your own adventure again. You can do wheel, you can do bridge, you can do any back bend that you're excited to do. So those of you that want it to be more acrobatic, Urvadhanurasana is a great variation here. This is going to be 5 breaths. Then come down and just rock and roll. Little tuck rocks. This is how gymnasts counter pose doing a wheel, is rocking back and forth. Should feel nice. Okay, and then rock up to your feet. You're going to watch this one. This is called lunge, left lunge. I do want to teach acro yogis how to tumble and do gymnastics. And this is basically the seed pose of all tumbles. Okay, check it out. We did this in the Padagustasana series. This is a lunge. Oh, this is nothing. This is just me standing. I drop forward into a big lunge. Kick and arms up. So watch it one more time. I'm here. I fall forward. I kick up. Feet come together, and I come down. So as you saw, I didn't have a lot of control. Underdo it. Underdo it. Here, feet together, and arms up. So you never reach down. You keep this as a stick. Yeah? I'm gonna enjoy watching these. No falling. Arms up, leg up. Keep the arms by your ears. They're glued. Yes. Wow. Feet together, Satori at the top. Gabby, don't switch your feet. Bring your feet together, then come down. Yes. Keep the arms up by your ears the whole time. Yes, it's working. Okay, come down, chicos. Yay, it worked. That was a big experiment. I had no idea acro yogis would know how to do that. So that's your foundation of cartwheels, front handsprings. Someday, when I have a center and Corona's over, we'll all get together and I'll teach you guys how to tumble. But this is the seed. So now you're going to take any arched inversion that you want. Could be handstand scorpion, could be forearm stand scorpion, could be, I guess you could do a back bend in a headstand. So any back bend inversion for as many breaths as you want. You could do this up against the wall as well. So one back bend inversion.
One back bend.
What I'm saying, modeling something.
Back bend. Ay, Dios.
You got enough.
Okay, amores, go ahead and come down into a squat. So after back bending, tucking can be a really nice thing for your spine. So just coming into a tuck squat and then take a twist. So it can be malasana if you can get your heels to the floor. You can stay up on your toes if you need to. Just take a little squatted twist. Second side, just 3 breaths. Lay on your back. Shavasana for 3 breaths. Not Shavasana, just a 3-breath Shavasana. And in your mind right now, you can think about all the victories you've already had. Maybe you learned how to balance your strength and flexibility. Maybe you learned how to say no to doing something too risky. Maybe you had fun seeing your friends all over the world. This is where you count all the different gems that you collected on this mining expedition. Bring your knees into your chest and cross your feet. This is going to be Yamukhasana legs. So you might need to peek over here for a second. So from a tuck, cross the feet, and then let the knees come away. The knees come back up, then you can take a twist. So a split twist. If you're confused, look at the screen. Oh, it's a very solar way to finish in a restorative twist. Come back into that Gomukhasana legs and push. So holding the tops of your feet, let your knees go away from you. So this is the first stretch. Split. Come back into happy baby. 3 super slow deep breaths in happy baby. Come out to Shavasana when you're done. The real deal Shavasana. So keep filling yourself with gratitude, with humility, with courage. Know that all the work that you just did is going to help you face the obstacles of the day with more clarity. It can show you where you have edges and where you can soften. It's going to show you where you have vision and power and how you can affect the people around you in a positive way with that clarity, with that power. And just feel the threads of connection from your back to the earth, going from Leipzig to Delhi to somewhere in Australia, to multiple places in Brazil, to Mexico, to California, to Seattle. The fungus network has mycelium. It's millions of miles of little tubes that connect all the plants together. This is the same as your fascia. Your fascia in your body are like mycelium. It's connecting all the juicy parts of you, all of the alive parts of you. So you can imagine that from our fascial network, we're committing to listening to what's happening inside of us, and then committing to what's happening in the earth below us, connecting to the creatures that you can see, the creatures that you can't see that are doing miracles to keep you alive. Gratitude for the vitality you have in your life, for the gravity you feel, that hug that's pulling you towards your yoga mat. You can start bringing yourself back into an awakened state. And those of you that want to stay in Shavasana or have whatever ritual you want, feel free. I'm going to end recording now.